ओम शांति। अव्यक्त परिवार में
Om Shanti, welcome to Avyakti Parivar and today's day 24. Stay in solitude, practice concentration, and today's self-respect point is I am soul, I am a conqueror of matter. I, the soul, a master lord of matter, a child of the Lord of matter, am especially giving rays of peace to the five elements of nature and am making them peaceful. Through the spiritual endeavor of I, the yogi, most elevated soul, all the facilities of matter are becoming cooperative. And thoughts, what are the signs of a soul who is the conqueror of matter? What is the method to become a conqueror of matter? Avyakti signals the way to be a destroyer of obstacles on the spiritual path is to discern Maya, and after discerning Maya, to make a decision. Because Maya comes in front of the children on the spiritual path in a royal, godly form. In order to discern this form of hers, increase concentration, that is the power of silence. The power of silence is able to transform cries of distress into cries of victory. The power of silence will constantly enable you to be garlanded with the garlands of success. Now let's listen from Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Whenever there is situation in front of us, that time to keep the stage, to keep this stage unaffected, then for that situation, some or the other resolution will come. If we do not do that and get affected by the situation, then we become weak. And this is our everyday experience. That's why keep accumulating strength as much as possible. The more you go into deep silence, you'll get more and more powerful. Now Baba says, children, please put a full stop. So that is like putting a brake. And if you not apply brake on time and the thoughts keep on going, and many a times if there's a big situation or big things, we don't get affected much, but we get affected sometimes much just with the small things, because we come into feelings. So at that moment, whatever is the thing, whatever is the situation, if we become a little bit detached, and I am sharing my own experience, whatever something or the other is happening, and sometimes I feel like that's okay, everyone is playing their own part, and don't carry on thinking about this. And sometimes it also happens that that thing goes and touches inside. So I felt that what attention needs to be made is that the situation or the things don't touch your heart, because this is a drama and a scene of drama and everyone is playing their own part. But when it touches inside, that's when the feelings start to come. And then when the feelings come, it becomes a lot more difficult to come out of that. And when I say we have a lot of good wishes for you, pure feelings for you. So it's like a pure feeling, right? It's a feeling from inside, right? But that's a good feeling. How much ever we keep on practicing and keep on accumulating a lot of strength and power, because Dadi Gulzar used to say, so, let all this finish. And
वही
I
तरीका
will
मान
be,
लाएंगे।
somebody was saying, let all this finish and I'll be
तो ऐसे लोगों
okay.
को कैसे
Dadi said, things will be
मेहनत
happening
मशक्क़त
till the end.
से
Situations
सही
do
कर
come till the
पाएंगे,
end. So better to become
उसके बाद वो
detached and
सर्व
see
सब कुछ बेकार
everyone's
हो
part.
जाएंगे। हम्म, आप देखेंगे किसी को
If you
किसी चीज का
see,
विशेष पाठ
uh,
है
some has a
तो वो
speciality
करेंगे
of
ही है।
serving, and their sanskaras are
अब मैं
also
कहूँ
like
ऐसे
that.
संस्कार क्यों
And
है,
if I say,
पाठ अनुसार
why
नहीं,
is this his
संस्कार
or her
नहीं है, संस्कार
sanskars like
अनुसार
that,
पाठ है।
then I'm questioning
तो
that part.
कैसे हम
Those are her
देखेंगे
sanskars,
तो हम
the part of
तभी रह
those
सकेंगे।
sanskars. So, how to be more loving and at the same time
कि चलो अच्छा
detached?
मैं
Because
अपने को संभाल लिया पर दूसरे को
I
लेकर
can
संकल्प चल रहे
I
हैं,
can take care of myself, my thoughts. But if the other
वो ध्यान
person
में
is
देंगे तो वो भी बात खत्म हो जाएगी।
getting thoughts about me, then would they be able to be
तो
loving
कहने को
towards
ध्यान
you?
नहीं दो, फिर जितना
So,
जल्दी हो सके इसको पूरा
so
भी करो।
don't pay attention much to these things. And even if
क्योंकि
something
हम
happens, just
शरीर
keep
5 तत्वों
moving
से
on. And nature means our body, the
पूजा
five
की
elements,
हर
and
संकल्प में
we should not
वाइब्रेशंस होते हैं
forget now that every thought
और
has
वो
vibrations.
वाइब्रेशंस वायुमंडल बनाते हैं।
And the more vibrations we generate, the
जब
more
आप
our
देखेंगे बहुत
atmosphere or
वातावरण में मेहमान आ रहे
aura
हैं
is in that. And sometimes we do
तो
feel that when the
कितने
vibrations are not in the
संकल्प
good
चल रहे होते हैं,
energy, you can
उसके
feel
कारण
the
भारी
change in
भरकम
the
वातावरण होता है।
um,
अपने आप
energy
थोड़ा सा
around.
विचार करें।
So how do we make that
पर
heavy,
मैंने ये भी
heavy
महसूस किया
atmosphere, heavy vibrations into light?
कि
And I have
कभी भी कभी
experienced
हमको
that even throughout
कोई
the
ज्ञान
day,
की बात सुनो,
many
पढ़ो, गीत
times
चलाओ, कुछ
if
भी,
we listen to
ऐसा नहीं सोचते
points
कि
of knowledge,
अर्ली सवेरा
and we
इतना
do
धर्म चल
listen
रहा है।
to songs, classes. It's not that I
समय
just listen the
प्रतिस्पर्धा
Murli
है,
in the morning
हर
and then
जगह
I'm
देखना
done.
पड़ता है।
No, we have
तो
to keep
जितनी जितनी हम
ourselves
करते हैं
busy,
सेवा
um,
मतलब
and how
सेवा
much we
मंडल में
do the
देखेंगे।
seva service for the matter,
अब कोई कहेगा
mm,
संकल्प थोड़ी
by
ना
giving
होते
rays of
हैं।
peace to five elements.
होते हैं,
Some people ask, like,
तो
our
वो एक
thoughts are in
तत्व
the
ना
air.
होए, नहीं।
So Didi is saying yes, because whatever
अब
we
अगर
send,
मैं हमेशा
whatever thoughts we
निर्धारित करूं
create,
किसी
it
विषय
will be
से,
in that atmosphere, in that air. If I create thoughts of
बात पूरी हो गई, बात
elevated
चली गई,
thoughts,
श्रेष्ठ
pure thoughts,
वातावरण बनाओ,
then the whole vibration around me will
तो
also be
रूपांतरी होंगे ना,
very
सब सारी बातें,
powerful,
क्योंकि आपने सेवा की हुई है।
because you're serving the
और
nature.
ऐसा अनुभव है,
And
एक
it's
बार हम
my
लोग किसी
experience
देश में गए,
that we went to a country one
मोहिनी में
time
एयरपोर्ट पर उतरे, आज
and
के दिन
they went near the airport
बहुत गर्म दिन है, हॉटेस्ट डे है।
and they were saying that today's day is the
मैंने कहा
hottest
कोई
day.
बात नहीं है ना, अभी तो आए
And
हैं,
Didi said,
कार
it's
में
okay
बैठे हैं,
because we
गाड़ी
have
एयर
come here
कंडीशन थी।
and we are in the
कई देशों
car
में
and
तो
the
होता
car
है
is
ना एयर
fully air
कंडीशन नहीं है,
conditioned.
कार में
So
तो
it
एसी
doesn't
में
really
समय बीत
affect.
जाता है, तो उन बेचारों ने
And in many
फैक्ट्री
countries,
लिया,
some
फैन
countries,
लगा
they do
के
not
बैठ
have
गए। पर
AC
आधे
and they
रास्ते में
keep
मुझे
on
तो बारिश होने
fan.
लगी,
And then in
तो वो
halfway
एक
through,
दिन
while
के
we
लिए
were
बहुत कह
driving,
रहे थे।
we got
तो मैंने अनुभव
rain,
किया, मैंने कहा प्रकृति की
because we were
बारिश की
complaining
तरह
about the
बंद हो गई।
hotness, and then the
एक
rainfall
बार हम लोग
happened and it became
अपनी
so
वीआईपी
cold,
स्थिति से
so nice and calmed
शरीर
down.
आ रहे
So I
थे,
was really saying
तो
thanks to the
बोटिंग
nature.
करने के लिए निकले, तो जैसे ही
And
बैठे तो
one
कहने
time with
सर्दी होने
Dadi,
लगी, बारिश
we
होने
went
लगी।
to boating,
तो सब हंस के
and
कहने
as
लगे
soon
कि
as
मत
we
बोलो ना, बारिश
went on
रुक जाए।
boating, then rain
मैं
started to
देखो
fall.
ऐसा
Then
करके
everybody
देखो
asked me,
नेचर
Mohini,
को,
when
सब
you
कुछ
tell the
शांत करने
nature
दो,
to calm down
तो
and the
बरसने
rain
लगेगा।
stop. Hmm?
तो
Then
बारिश
Didi
शुरू हो गई,
smiled and said,
तो सब
and
कहने
with a
लगे कि
very
हाँ,
nice
मैंने कहा
vibrations,
किसी
and
चीज
thought
ने
that
प्रकृति की
right
स्थिति,
now, please stop, because they want to enjoy and let the
प्रकृति
children
की
enjoy in the
स्थिति,
nature, and then
किसी
you
भी
can
जिंदगी में
rain
कैसे है।
later. So it
जैसे मैंने
stopped.
कहा ना कि मैं तो सबको कहती हूँ कि इतना
I always
अच्छा
keep on
सोचो,
saying to
जैसे
everyone
सोलुटूड
that
कहते
keep
हैं,
thinking positive, keep thinking very good, very
तो
elevate, that it's
प्रकृति
like a
आपकी दुश्मन
perfume
बन
in the
जाएगी
air, and that when
और
the
आपके
nature
शरीर
also
में
becomes your servant.
जब कभी तकलीफ होती है,
And
शरीर
even
में
with your own body,
को बनाए,
the 5 elements within the body. Have good thoughts for it. And even Baba, even in the end, with the power of yoga, whatever was the karam bhoga, the suffering of karma, he was able to settle with the power of yoga. And whatever, sometimes it's outside nature, the 5 elements of the nature, or the 5 elements within your body, whatever is the service you can do, either through words, thoughts, karam, then even the matter will start to cooperate with you, serve you. And you have pain, you have sorrow in the mind and pain in the body. So whatever it is, we have to be about that pain and suffering. So nature also will be with us. And in the Avyakta signals, Baba is saying the way to be a destroyer of obstacles on this spiritual path is to discern Maya. Whenever you start to make a good karma, something or the other comes. If you're going to see a picture or a movie, not much problem will come. But when you start to for seva, for doing something good, then something or the other, at that same time, at that sometime some news will come. So some or the other obstacle will come. So at that time, first is to discern Maya, and after discern Maya, to make a decision. Becomes Maya comes in front of the children on the spiritual path in a royal godly form. Because this is your responsibility. Your responsibility. We have promised somewhere, we have committed ourselves to some task, then we have to do that responsibility, whatever might happen. And we have to be very intelligent and wise, even in the Lokik family, with your Lokik family. Deal with so much love, so much that they also start to understand that your life is dedicated to godly service. Now, how the power to discern will increase? Baba says, in order to discern this form of Maya, increase concentration, that is, increase the power of silence. Today, Baba is talking about concentration as power of silence. The more you are in silence, it is. And Baba says the power of silence is able to transform cries of distress into cries of victory. However, the atmosphere is, the situation is, vibration is, you go into deep silence and transform the vibrations. The power of silence will constantly enable you to be garlanded with the garlands of success. But if you have feeling inside, then you can't enjoy that silence. Even in your thoughts, if you have heaviness, you cannot enjoy. It becomes heavy. So that's why keep a lot of attention on that we let we not get affected by any feelings. Just be like a lotus flower. And in the lotus flower, if you see, there's been a little bit water on the petals, and then it will go away by afternoon. And we saw Brahma Baba being in this stage. Whatever happened, 20 souls in between, they said, Baba, we want to take leave from here. And Baba would say with lot of love, okay, sweet children, you want to go? Okay. And here, if one of the student doesn't come, then we have so many thoughts about them. Is Baba's, he or she is a Baba's child. Mm. So they will come if they really get touched by Baba. Mm. Because how many times we can call that soul, how much time, our words, and energy we can spend on someone who is not coming. Mm. So this is in a subtle form. Somewhere deep, some things become traces of Maya. So be careful and don't get pulled in different directions. So be like a lotus, detached observer. Detached observer. And sometimes we get so lost in doing karmas that we don't pay attention. We sit in yoga, in meditation. We get a lot of good points when we think about it. But how much practically we are doing that knowledge points in practical form, and just by sitting in and remembering them, it's not going to help us, right? If we put it into practice and use the points for you, then we will become the victory of matter. So tomorrow's homework is very interesting, very good. That I'm a conqueror of matter. Please keep doing it throughout the day. So in this, there's no need of any aggression or any too much irritation or anger, but just become conqueror of matter. Om Shanti. I, the soul, am a conqueror of matter. I, the soul, a master lord of matter, a child of the Lord of matter, am especially giving rays of peace to the five elements of nature and am making them peaceful. Through the spiritual endeavor of I, the yogi, most elevated souls, all the facilities of matter are becoming cooperative. Thoughts? What are the signs of a soul who is the conqueror of matter? What is the method to become a conqueror of matter? Avyakti signals the way to be a destroyer of obstacles on the spiritual path is to discern Maya, and after discerning Maya, to make a decision. Because Maya comes in front of the children on the spiritual path in a royal godly form. In order to discern this form of hers, increase concentration. That is the power of silence. The power of silence is able to transform cries of distress into cries of victory. The power of silence will constantly enable you to be garlanded with the garlands of success. Om Shanti.